Hello.
Hey YouTube, it's motomattman. And today we're trying to get out of the driveway. You can see it's still a little bit icy here. Let's see how we do this here. Okay, YouTube, today we're out on a ride. A little bit warmer than it had been. It's actually in the 50s. Roads are still kind of wet from all the daggone snow melting. But we're going to give this a shot here. See how it goes. Main reason today is for taking this little ride is recently Viking Cycle reached out to me and asked me if I'd be willing to test out their Warlock mesh jacket and then do a review on it. Now, I'm in no way sponsored by them. They're not paying me for this. This is just me testing out their jacket and letting y'all know what I think. Now, I'll be honest with you, looking at it online, I was kind of skeptical. And one of the reasons for my skepticism was these pads on the chest. You have the same thing on the back. And, you know, they build this as an armored jacket. Well, once I got it, one of the first things I did was I pulled out the liner, which is a full sleeve liner. So this is pretty much like a 3-season jacket, or maybe here in Ohio and the rest of the North, maybe a 2.5-season jacket. But anyway, I pulled out the liner and took a look at it. And inside the jacket, there is a sleeve to fit CE armor in the back. Now, it comes like most mesh jackets and other riding jackets. It comes with a pad in the back, but it's just a foam pad. It's not CE armor. But it does have a place where you can pull that out and buy CE armor and put in there. I mean, my Alpine Stars mesh jacket just came with a foam pad, and I had to replace the pad with CE level armor. Now, the pads that are in the elbows, the forearms, and the shoulders, I pulled those out, and they are CE armor. It's stamped right on them. So I was immediately impressed with it. I was impressed that it had the pockets and it came with the CE armor. I was impressed with the fact that it had the full sleeve zip-in insert to keep you warm and keep the wind off of you a little bit. Most of them is just a vest liner, not a full sleeve liner. Now the arms are just nylon. They're not like insulated, but it would do a good job of keeping the wind off of you. So it's not just your torso. You do get some protection for your arms. But anyway, I mean, I was impressed with those two things. The other thing that impressed me, and I'm going to do a more in-depth part of this review off the bike, but the other thing that impressed me is there are a ton of pockets And all of the pockets are nylon lined so that if they're not waterproof, they're at least water resistant. You know, so you will get some kind of protection from the elements for whatever you put in your pockets. Now, I don't imagine that you could survive a torrential downpour with them, but you get something. You know, which is better than nothing. And most of your mesh jackets, you only get like one sleeve that's, you know, inside the pocket that's water resistant. I'm gonna crack a windshield. I have the tinted windshield on today because the sun is out, but I didn't put the pin lock insert in, so it keeps fogging up. But anyway, I mean, there are an absolute ton of pockets. There are 4 pockets on the outside, and there are at least that many on the inside. Like I said, I'll go through this off the bike to give you an idea. But today was the first day that I had the chance to get on the bike. Now, I have on a hoodie. It's a really lightweight hoodie, but I have on a hoodie, and I could feel the wind coming through. I mean, it's definitely, like I said, 2.5 season maybe jacket for where I am. Now, it is quite damp because of the moisture in the air from all of the snow melt and everything. But it's, I can imagine that in the summertime this is going to be really cool. And it's mesh in the front as well. I imagine this is going to flow a whole lot more air than even my Alpine Stars jacket. Now it has Velcro to cinch up the wrists of your jacket, and it has Velcro to cinch up the waist a little bit on the jacket. Now, another thing that I kind of like is, you know, I mentioned the CE armor, and it has all these pads in the front and the back. I mean, it has the pads in the back on top of where your back pad would be. So it's got a good amount of slide protection. Hopefully today we're not testing that out, but it does have a good amount of protection, it seems, in this jacket. And like I said, it flows a ton of air. Man, I should not have gone this direction. Or I should have been on the Sporty. But the Sporty's been out several times. This is the first time that I've been able to get out the VFR since fall. But like I said, I mean, I was really surprised. It's got little loops inside of the jacket so that if you wear earbuds, that you could run the wire for the earbuds through the little loops to keep the wire from flopping around all over the place. That was kind of a nice feature. I mean, I don't do that. I use my Sena for my sound and answer the phone or whatever. You know, listen to music through the Sena, you know, in my phone. But it does look like a nice feature, and I could see how a lot of people would use it. It has this reflective piping across the chest here too, on either side, and it goes around the back, across your back, and then down each side of your back. And I did test that out at night, where I went outside and turned on the lights to one of the vehicles, and wife took a picture, and it is very reflective. So it would help at night with being more visible. It's a nice looking jacket. Kind of, to be honest with you, when I first opened it up, it kind of looked like something that Walter Riffick might wear when he was out in his Ventinator helmet. But it is a cool looking jacket. Now, and it also has these snaps here that, you know, help to keep your sleeves in place and keep the armor in place, you know, which is nice as well. I mean, it's got all the same features that your higher end jackets have. You know, on the back, got the little tail in the back to go down over your waist a little bit while you're riding. Especially nice if you're on a sport bike because you're a little bit more bent over. But it does seem like a very nice jacket. It's a little chilly with the wind blowing and 57 degrees here, but it does appear to be a very nice jacket. I like it a lot. You know, and like I said, so they reached out to me and asked me if I'd test it out. I told them, yeah, I'd test it out and I'd write a review. They did not ask me if I'd write a positive or a negative review. They just asked me if I'd write a review. I told them, sure. I'll pick this up in a little bit. Anyway, this is a really nice jacket. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to. It's got the armor. It fits well. The zippers seem to all work great, be easy to use. They're big enough that I can operate the zippers with gloves on, as I'm sure you just saw, where I just reached down and zipped up my one side pocket. It blows an absolute ton of air through it. Got a lot of padding, and it looks cool. I mean, one of the things is, I mean, it really looks cool with all of the padding and whatnot, especially with the padding in the front. When I first tried it on, my 9-year-old looked at me and said, "Daddy, it looks like you have a six-pack." You know, because it's got all this padding here in the chest area and down your stomach. So like I said, I mean, it looks cool too. Again, it's the Warlock jacket by Viking Cycle. If I remember right, I'll have to check just to verify, but I think they also make a ladies version of it as well, which is cool. I did see that with a lot of their leather jackets and whatnot, that their ladies' jackets were tapered to the waist, and this is obviously going out for my female subscribers. That like even your traditional motorcycle jacket, you know, that you think of where it zips up at an angle, you know, it doesn't have any armor or anything, but looked at that, and that was tapered at the waist. It wasn't just a scaled down version of the men's, which is what a lot of the companies do with the jackets. They'll just take a men's jacket and make it, usually they'll make it pink or purple or something like that, or put pink and purple highlights on it, and then they'll stitch in different size tabs inside of it. So, you know, a men's small would be like sized as a women's large or whatever. They don't really make it a woman's jacket. The Viking Cycles jackets that I looked at online when I was checking out the company before agreeing to do this, it was pretty obvious that the women's jackets were women's jackets, not just smaller versions of the men's jackets. Okay, there we go. It'll help if we get into neutral. But anyway, just wanted to do this little bit of this video. There'll be more to come.
And as always, remember to keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And remember, if you like what you see, click the like button and the subscribe button, and then punch that bell so you get notifications whenever I upload new videos. As always, have a great day.